Hello everyone. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to work with different loops in Scala. Basically, in Scala, we have three types of loops. That is while loop, do while loop, and for loop. There is also for each loop, which is also again for loop. Okay, so I'll show you programs so that it will be easy for you to understand. I'll make a Scala object. So let it be loops in Scala test. Yes. So if you remember the structure of while loop, then this is like this while this should be a Boolean expression. Then here you'll get statements will be executed. Now if the condition will be true, then only the statements will be executed, and if the expression is false, then the loop will not be executed. Now come to next, do while. So in case of do while, first we have do block or statements get executed, and after then we write the expression for boolean expression, that is while. Okay, so the difference between while and do while is, if the statement is true, then only the while block will be executed, otherwise it will not be. But in case of do while, as the do statement do block is executed first, the statements inside do block will be executed at least once, whether the while expression is false or true, but it will be executed at least once. And the next thing is for loop. Again, if you remember the structure of for loop, it should be like this, where this is initialization, this is the condition. Based upon this condition, the for loop will be executed, and this part is the increment or decrement. But in case of Scala, it's like this: variable, this is the operator which is used to evaluate the range over which the loop will be iterated, and here is the statement to be executed. Okay, so now let's start with the program. So let's take a variable of integer type, and let's say initialize this. Now start with while loop. Let's print a message like while loop. Now while put a boolean expression here, while I is less than 5, then print I. Yes, and now we have to do increment and decrement. Let's increment. Now let's see the result. Now you see the result is 1 2 3 4. Okay, next come to do while. Okay, so in case of do while, let's print a message here also so that you can identify what is going on. So do while. Now do while I have to write first do block. Let's say print I, print I, and make decrement and put a condition here. The loop will be iterated until I becomes 1. Yes, I is greater than 1. So let's say the output is, yes, you can see the value of I is 5432 as I is greater than 1. Okay, next thing is for loop. Okay, also give a message here like for loop. Yes, uh, for loop we have different structures like for loop 2, for loop until. There are different structures of for loop. That is, the for loop will be iterated over to and until. Also we can put filter, we can use by inside for loop. I'll show each and everything related to for loop. So let's start with 2. So in case of 2, we'll iterate I from 1 to 5. Let's print it. The value of I is, yes, so it's for loop 2 1 2 3 4 5. Now I'll use for loop until. The same thing I'll print over here so that you can get the idea about the difference between 2 and until. Yes, yes, you can see for loop until works until the range, not exactly to the range, just before the range it will be iterated. Like here I have written 1 until 5 means 1 2 3 4, and it is printed over here. Now the next thing is for loop by. Now I'll increment the value of the range by a specific number. Suppose I'll iterate over 1 to 10 and the value of I should be increment by 2. Okay, so let's see what's the output. Now you can see the value comes from 1 to 10. Now 1 will be printed, then it will be incremented to 2. Means 1 plus 2 equal to 3. That's printed here. Now the value will be incremented again by 2, means now it's 3, and it will be incremented to 5. So the value will be printed here, 5. Now again it will be incremented by 2, and it will print 7, like so 9, and it will reach to 10, and again when it will be incremented it will be greater than 10, so the condition will be false and that will not be printed here. And the next thing is for loop filter. Now inside for loop we can put some filter. So also how filter works for I from 1 to 10, it will print only those things which are divisible by 2. So I'll print the value of I over here. Now it should work. Now you can see from 1 to 10, 1 is not divisible by 0, so I will not be printed. Then it is incremented to 2, which is divisible by 0, and it will be printed over here. Now again it will be 2 will be incremented to 3, which is not divisible by 0, so it will not be printed here. Now it will be incremented, that means 3 will become 4. Now it is divisible by 0, so it is printed over here, like so. It will print 10 as it is, as I have used 2 here. Okay, so it will work until the end of the range. Now another thing is yield. Now I can store the iterated value of the for loop in a variable by using yield, and I can iterate over that variable which stores the return value for loop. Also, how exactly it works: suppose I want from 1 to 10, it will be iterated over 1 to 10. Let's say I'm storing this value. Yield will store the value of I into a variable, let's say yield result. Now it will be iterated, and the value of I will be stored in yield result. Now I'll iterate over this variable, and I'm supposed to get the expected output, that is from 1 to 10. Let's see, is it working or not? Yes, it is working. Now by the use of yield, we can store the iterated value into a variable, and we can iterate over that variable, and we can get the exact result. So this is also another feature in Scala. Now come to the for each version of for loop. For each loop, let's say we have a custom message here like for each loop. Now basically for each loop works with the array type of things, so I'll make a list here. Make a list 1, and I'm making a list of 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And how for each will work is for each. Now here I can write the element which will be iterated. Now I'll write the operation here. So the element is of integer type, so I can mention here integer, and I'm going to get the result here. Print. I'm getting the operation. I'm doing the operation here over that particular element. I'm just printing the value of that particular element. Yes. So let's see the result of for each loop. It should be 10, 20, 30, and 40, 50. Yes. Am I getting the same result? Not. Yes, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So these are the different loops available in Scala. It is much easier than different languages, and it is more easy to remember all these things like do, until, by, etc. We don't have to do anything. It's very easy. So that's all about looping concept in Scala. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.